Ho. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope that you know I am celebrating today. We're going to do a little stocking project. I know it's Monday, and I know that normally I have this amazing bundle box kit that you can get, but I have an announcement about that. It is a good announcement, I think. However, whether you think it's a good announcement or not, I don't know. But there's an announcement nonetheless. So let's see who's watching first. Hi, Anne Marie and Carol, and Jackie and Wanda, and Margaret and Shelley. Woohoo! And Jennifer is here. Good evening. Becky, hello. Anita, Marcia. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Logan. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Connie and Angie and Joanne. Okay, so I'm wearing my Merry Everything and Happy Always shirt that I made last year. I'm wearing my reindeer Santa hat, all for this announcement. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Joanne from Dallas. And Joanne F. There's two Joannes right in a row. And Vanessa's here. And Mickey. Yay. Thank you. Hi, Colleen. Okay. So, not everything. The very important, cute, adorable little surfaces for tonight's bundle didn't arrive. Who says they're surprised? The delivery didn't come. It wasn't coming from Chalk Couture. It's totally different, but the delivery did not arrive. So, I decided to do something a little different. All I can tell you is that today is a mystery box day. That doesn't mean it's a bundle box. It means I'm doing mystery boxes, and I can't give you any more details, but if you'd like to check out my mystery boxes, I would love it if you would type box in the comments. This is something totally different. Never done it before, especially not now. But when you click and you get into Messenger in that private setting, you will get all the details. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You know, it was this one or the elf one, and the elf one hung down a little bit more, so I decided to go for the Santa hat. I have no idea what I'm doing because I was supposed to do the other project today, and it just never showed up. In fact, when I go to track it, it says there's no such package. There's no number. And I'm like, it's the right number. So unfortunately, also I'm going to double check and make sure that the actual messages are coming through the correct way, because, you know, I've past 3 Mondays or whatever, I've had some issues. So let me make sure. Oh, good. Yep. The picture's coming through. Awesome. And there are 3 links. So good, 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 good. All right. Now, just want you to know those mystery bundles, never before have I ever done that. Okay. We're going to do a project today, and I think it's going to be cute. I don't know exactly. I'm going to make a cute display. Let me show you. I'm going to use this long box frame, and I'm going to attach like a clothesline here to hang some stockings, but my stockings are going to be unique because I feel like I want to do some stockings, multiple, out of fabric, but then I was thinking maybe we use a little fur trim on some of these stockings to make it look really cute. So I'm going to do a few different types, and I may use this as a prototype to cut out some more. So we're going to do a little bit of everything today. A little bit of everything. Thank you, Joan. Good. Thank you, Bernadette, for letting me know. Yes, Gail. Seriously, the struggle is real. Oh, yay, Logan, I wore it just for you. Yes, Shelly, very interesting. Okay. Also, I can't really talk quite a bit about the boxes, but what I can tell you is it's like unprecedented from me to offer such an amazing thing. All right. And the best thing is they're all ready to go. Ship out tomorrow. You should have them by the end of the week. Especially if I do, if they're going out priority. Yes. Hi, Jane. Welcome to my live. Welcome to Monday. What are you doing? Well, let me show you. I don't know. Is it Odelia? Is that how you say your name? I am going to make a fun project. This is going to be my surface where I'm going to put the words, "The stockings were hung," and I'm going to attach like a little clothesline here and hang those stockings. So let's go ahead and make our surface. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to try to do this a little bit I'm debating because I kind of wanted to do this a little bit like old-fashioned colors. Get the dark. I think I'm actually, you guys, I think I'm going to use our camel. So let me grab my wax and show you. Oh, I said it right. Yay. I'm not always great with names. So I'm grabbing some surface wax. This is our wood board. I do like to wax the surface of these boards when I'm chalking on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the transfer, the silk screen transfer, and I'll go ahead and wax the surface. It looks good. The color does not change. It just gives me a little tiny bit of protection for the transfer that I'm going to stick down. So all of our transfers are sticky backed. So I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, I need to write on the back of that. Don't let me forget. I'm going to stick this down because I'm fuzzing it. I'm going to flip this to the back. I'm going to write back on it so that I know, and then I'll set it aside. All right, now I am fuzzing this a couple times. I do like the font on this. I think it's a pretty good font for this because I'll tell you why. It's not too skinny. I'm not always a fan of the really skinny fonts. I'm just measuring how many inches. Okay, perfect. We're good to go. All right. So I'm going to do, oh, I'm torn. I'm a little bit torn. My thought was that I was just, so this is our camel and it's going to match. I'm kind of going to do some, yeah, it's going to match. You'll see. I'm going to take my small squeegee, just kind of dip in there. It looks kind of like caramel. And I'm just, because it's so creamy and good, just gonna cover these words with our camel colored chalk paste. It's gonna match the frame, okay? Because we're gonna kind of do like an old-fashioned, not bright and shiny, right? There will be a little bit of color, but it's just... All right, so the stockings are done in camel. Oh, MG, I forgot my water. I know my daughter is in her room. I wonder if she'll come and get me some. Help! I forgot my water tub. Maybe she'll bring it over. Pretty please. All right. So, in case you were wondering what color matches our box frames, it is camel. Hi, Brenda. Yay, Sarah, yay. Hi, Tony. You're in cold North Texas. All right, since I have no water, I'm going to show you a cheat way to clean these. I'm just going to spray with my own water, and I'm going to grab, this is a disinfectant wipe, and I'm just going to kind of wash it off. And since it's all wet now, I can take my board eraser, spray that board eraser with the water, and then clean off any little stains or whatever that's going on. I will have to wash that out with water. Let me grab another one. Wash that on my mat, and then on the back, I'm just gonna get that wiped off as best I can. It's a little bit here. Did she text me back? Okay, she will as soon as she can. Okay. All right, so this one is drying. I will set it over here on my little thing. Awesome. Now, she'll bring me water. All right, so this will dry. Make sure I don't do anything. And I kind of, so there are these cute little stars. I feel like I could put the stars on here, but let's wait until I get the other stuff done to see if I need to put like a few stars around it, because it might be okay the way it is. It might be. Hi, Sherry Prince. Oh, I'm so glad that you're home. I hope that you are healing and feeling so much better. Oh my goodness. Hi, Christine. I'm glad you caught me live too. All right, so we have this. Now, the rest of the stuff is gonna go on here. So I'm gonna set this aside so I don't ruin it, because you know me, I could ruin anything, right? Okay, now I'm gonna lay this fabric out. Now, where'd this fabric come from? This is one of our, oh, I forgot to do the cart link. I'll have to do that and add it. So this is one of our banner refills. The big banner that we have, this is you get a 2-pack. So it's all this nice sturdy fabric. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple sets of these on here with chalk, and then, oh gosh, all my felt is getting stuck over there. 48 degrees. Well, it's super cold here. It's in the 30s with a wind chill of the 20s. So it's winter, but there's no snow on the ground, which you guys know I hate. I hate snow. Okay, I wrote back on that. Now, this is number 1, and it has registration marks because you actually can use this over it to put polka dots on here, to put stripes on here, to put the toes and that on here. So we'll do one of them like that, and then we'll do another one not like that. We'll do it a little differently. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this, and I want to, I'm just gonna,
I'll tell you what I did, okay?
let's see, we'll set it right there on here, and I'm just gonna use chalk. I'm not gonna use ink, so I'm not making it super permanent. Well, I could use ink. Do you guys want to see ink, or do you just want to see chalk? You tell me, because I probably could use the colors. Thank you, Cassie. You're a lifesaver. Is there a little soap in there?
Yeah. Is that what you wanted?
No, but it's okay. It'll be all right. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. All right, so what do you think? Ink? You want to see how we would do ink, or do you just care to see chalk? Just completed my version. Awesome. Chalk. Chalk is easy. Yes, yes, yes. Cold in Alberta. I bet it's cold. Ink, chalk. 2 for chalk, 1 for ink. Oh, yes. We watched Home Alone with my boys, like, for the first time recently. When, I can't remember when, though. Good night, Logan. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Chalk, ink, ink, chalk. All right, 3 of you are saying chalk. 1, 2, 3. 3 of you are saying ink. 1, 2, 3. Dude, it's a tie. It's a tie. Oh no, here they come. Chalk, ink, chalk, ink, chalk, ink, ink, ink. All right, so let's just do ink. I can even show you half and half, right? Because I'm going to do 2 sets. So I'm going to pull out my Currant Jam. I love Currant Jam as an alternative to red because it's a little berry, but at the same time, it's a little red. So this is ink, and I do not have an ink mat down. It's going to be fine. This is a nice, honestly, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to do a Currant Jam ink on here, which means I'm going to have to heat set it eventually, which I will. And honestly, it might make my life a little easier at one point, because I'm going to use these as all right, I'm going to do this one also in Currant Jam. I am going to, because I'm cutting these out, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to do the registration marks in the ink. Oh shoot, because I'm cutting these out, so It'll be okay. All right, so we've got those in Current Jam. Now, I gotta wash my hands real quick. Gotta make sure your hands stay clean with ink because ink stains everything. The middle one is going to be Pesto because Pesto is a really great muted green color that works well with Current Jam. FYI, I love these colors together. Most people wouldn't choose them, but I say, why not? All right, so I'm gonna peel this up and wash it so that I can use it again for my other side. So I'm just washing it in my water and then I'll set it over here to dry. Because Cassie brought me my water. Such a good girl. Okay. There we go. So those are going to dry. And then I'll go ahead and dry this as well. So I should plug in my heat press. The stockings look awesome, by the way, in ink. Joanne, I blame it on my math brain. Like I look at colors the same way I look at numbers and I want certain things to be even. Sometimes I'm wrong, but sometimes, you know, you can also study the color wheel. And when I mean study, I mean use a color wheel because there are colors that work well together because they're in the same family. But then there are colors that live across the street from each other that work well because they're complementary. And then sometimes you can just put wild pops of color together and it works. You know, it's not always ugly, but it really also is subjective. So when in doubt, use neutral. I am just getting this dry. Judy, that's a great question. Some of them are, not everything is, but some stuff is. And that's why I said it will ship out tomorrow and go priority, hopefully. I think everything, yeah. But I have stuff that I haven't been able to show yet, that I had 4 bundles that I can't do, and so I have to kind of, you know, clearance that out. I cannot I'm really sorry though, I'm not really allowed to talk about it on my live. Hi, Kathy. Cloudy in British Columbia, no snow. That's good. I love that there's no snow yet for me because it sure makes driving around outside easier. I hate driving in snow and ice. Some Judy will, but not all of them will. Some of them will, like they're all mysteries. It's all, I know how hard that is, but they're so fun. They're gonna include all sorts of things, and some will, but some might not, especially some of the less expensive ones may not have surfaces. but some definitely will. And like I said, it's not necessarily just Christmas stuff. Some of it is, some of it's not. But the price is right. I can guarantee that. All right, now I don't want to put polka dots on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, oh shoot, I'm going to need to label that. I'm going to go ahead and line this up. Notice that this is ink and I just dried it. I didn't heat set it before I'm doing the second layer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pesto heel, pesto toe, and pesto up here. I am a triple sneezer, guys. Whew. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. And then on this one, I think I will go ahead and do the Currant Jam. There we go. But nothing on this polka dotted one. All right, cute, cute, cute. Okay, those are really cute. Now I need to wash this one. And that will just take me a second. Washing it with the water and our board eraser. Some colors come off so easy, and some take a little bit of effort. But there we go. All right, now I have to label the backer here because I forgot to. So this one is, I think it's A2, and this one is A1, meaning part 1 and part 2 of these. Okay, I love these colors. I love, love, love. But I need to add in a little bit of my camel. So I'm gonna make some with chalk so that I can get that color. The only other thing I could do is use my brown, my bark, and add a little teeny bit of white to it to make it lighter to get that same color if I wanted to do ink, which I could try. That way it's more permanent. Or I can just show you how the chalk works on here. So let me, I'm debating. Do you want to see how I mix ink colors? Oh, and thank you for all the bless yous. Because I can show you. If I want to get this color using ink, because we don't have every color in ink, I would take some of my bark and then add, actually, you know what I'm going to add to it? I'm going to add Dune, actually this is almond, but I'm going to add, which they're like the same color, Dune and almond. I'm going to add just a tad, a bit of that, and see how light it gets. Oh, it looks like I'm stirring up chocolate and vanilla pudding. That's what it looks like. I'm going to need a little bit more of this to get it lighter. Now that I can tell. All right, it's getting there. It's getting lighter. I need a little bit more. So I probably should have started with the lighter and just added a little bit of the dark, because it's turning out, you know, I haven't mastered color mixing yet, but I'm not too shabby. I do a pretty decent job. There we go. I'm just going to keep lightening it up. I think one more scoop ought to do it. Okay, so close right here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. And I'll put the chalk away, since that's what I was doing. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab that transfer, bring it back over here. Now, I have not dried the green yet, so I'm trying to be careful because I can dry them all together. I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth and open it up to the inside, the fuzzy part, or the soft part, I mean, and I'm going to dry off my transfer all the way. Thank you. Looks delicious. I know, it totally did. All right. This should be dry. I'm going to go ahead, lay it over here, and I'm going to make some with our beautiful blended whatever color did I call this? It's our camel. Okay, so we're gonna do, because I kind of want, you know, them to look older. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and do this one too. And then I will I will go ahead and do the accents on these. Which means I need my registration marks. Okay. I have a lot of this left. So if you have a lot left, you can do a couple things. You can stick it into like a Ziploc sealed bag. You can, I need to wipe myself. And hold on, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But you can put it in a Ziploc seal bag. You can also put it in like a little makeup container, a little jar. You might want to cover the jar mouth opening with saran wrap, plastic wrap, before you put the lid on. You want it airtight so that it doesn't dry out. But that ink will last a while. So I can save that color. Or if you save your jars after you run through a jar of our ink, you can clean it out and put the extra in a jar too. So pretty easy to save. I usually just put it in a Ziploc bag right in that tray and try to use it up pretty quickly, within a couple of weeks or so. All right, so let's dry this. And we'll try to dry our green too, or our second layer over here. My white ink has gotten kind of thick. You can, Shelly. I have. My white ink, because literally I think it's from like February of 2018, has gotten a little thick, and I did add water and it did work. So you have to mix it really well, but it stays smooth. Brenda, this is, it's like a canvas fabric, and it is from Chalk Couture. It is our banner refill. You get a 2-pack of refills when you order this. Oh, hi, Diane. I did make my shirt, Shirley. It says "Merry Everything and Happy Always," and it's a transfer from last year. I made it last year. So this is, yeah, you know, I can really quickly get you that cart link so you guys can see all of the stuff. This has to dry, and then of course I will heat set it. It just takes a few minutes. While I'm doing this, I will talk to you about our awesome Club Couture. If you are not a club member, I would love it if you would type club in the comments so that I can send you a little message about what our club is all about. Our club is pretty cool. I mean, we send you a little subscription box every month, and then you'll get a transfer 3 chalk paste, and it will be shipped right to your door. You don't have to pay extra shipping. Shipping is complimentary. And then also every so often, so like 9 or 10 months out of the year, we offer our club members special promos just for you. So what did I do? I clicked on something. Yeah, so if you want more information, go ahead and type club in the comments, and I will show you, or I'll give you all the information for that, which comes along in your Facebook Messenger. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alrighty then. Let's see. my surface is the 6x18 box frame. Oh goodness, everything I'm using tonight is like out of stock. So it's not out of stock at my house. So if you would like that 6x18 box frame, or you would like this transfer, or you would like these colors, you're gonna have a better chance of getting them from me than from the website, apparently. I didn't realize that they were out of stock when I started using them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, on my shirt. Yay. All right, so now I wanna do the second layer on the camel colored socks. So I'm gonna grab my transfer. Of course, we need to dry this one. So I'm gonna use the exact same thing. I forgot to tell you, this month for all of our club members, we have a $5 sale. It's pretty cool. You have to be a member. So you could join today, and as soon as you're done joining, you can log right into my website, click on the special button. It's hidden for everybody except our club members. So you have to be a club member to see it. The button is in our shop section, and it says Club Couture Promos. And when you click on that button, you're going to see the promos for this month. If you are in the US, you're gonna see a $5 transfer sale. If you are in Canada, you're going to see a $7 transfer sale. Okay, now we're gonna do a couple different things. I think I'm gonna do some Current Jam over here on the little accent pieces there. And 1, 2, I'm going to do green here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We're going to do green on these two. Should work wonderful. Green polka dotted socks. There we go. Awesome. Now, I am done with these, so I'm going to kind of throw them back into my water basin so I can clean up. And I'll peel that. You don't have to rush with ink. Ink is definitely a, it takes a while for it to dry. It doesn't dry as quickly as chalk, so you definitely have time on your side. Okay, so my ink, there we go. Now, this one, I'm gonna scrape off my tool, and I'm gonna kind of put everything into the center as best I can so I can kind of save this. And so I'll save that in a little Ziploc bag. I have one right here. So convenient. I did not plan this either, but I have one, so I'm just going to slide that in there. If the bag gets messy, no worries. I'm just going to save that. Okay. Now, let's peel this, get it taken care of. Ooh, these are gonna look so awesome. Don't they look old-fashioned? Like totally more of like, you know, a really old-fashioned Christmas. Not like today's super bright colors. I love it. Okay, I do have, okay. All right, there you go. Now, let's get it all dry so that we can put this together. Inky, inky. Thanks, Shirley. Oh, you were talking about my shirt. Yes. Hey, if you're super new and have never checked out my free group, you're going to want to do that. Type add me in the comments right now, and I will send you a link so you can jump in there. Some of you are probably already there. Some of you may have never heard of it. If you're watching on YouTube, I can't send you a message. So if you're looking for my group, it is Creative Sarah's Chalk Nation. And you can search that over on Facebook and find it. Okay, definitely the green is wet. The current jam is not as wet. Thank you, George. And sometimes it helps to pick it up, fan it out. You can dry the back. Get that green, and then we should be done. We should heat set this. All right. So what we're gonna do for heat setting, let me grab this. Obviously I'm gonna heat set it before I do anything else, before I cut it out, because I will cut it out. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your ink is completely 100% dry. Use a hair dryer, it works perfect. Dry to the touch, okay? Once it's dry, you're going to use either a heat press or an iron, a regular old iron that you have at your house. Cover your ink with parchment paper, or if you have like a Teflon sheet, those were, whatever you have, but parchment paper is awesome. If you don't have parchment paper, you can use like a potato sack towel, a very thin kitchen towel. You could use a pillowcase, lots of things that you could use just to kind of put a layer between your ink and your heat press. So mine is heating up because for whatever reason, I forgot to turn it on when I plugged it in. What type of box? Yes, Shirley, there was a little explanation. If you're just joining and you are, you're used to my box being offered on Monday, the actual thing that was special for my box today didn't come. I don't know. COVID be damned. It didn't come, and we don't know when it will get here because it's kind of lost in the mail. So I'm offering a mystery box, and as you can see when you type box in the comments, it is an amazing mystery box. You check that, that's not a typo. That's an amazing offer. So that's what's happening. Okay, okie dokie. What I'm doing, when you go to heat press or heat set your ink, you want to put your temperature at the setting for your fabric. So if you have 100% cotton fabric, like this is, you're gonna go to, it'll be like the cotton setting, the highest setting for your iron. Here, it's about 300 305 degrees, which is what we found is like the sweet spot for the fabric of cotton. If you have a blend, it's going to be a little lower, okay? Cotton's like the hardiest, that cotton or linen is the hardiest fabric, so it's the hottest fabric. But like I said, if you have a blend, then you're going to go ahead and do it a little bit less. You turn that dial down a little bit. All right, so I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go ahead and heat press the back. When it's easy, I do front and back like this. Sometimes if it's hard, I just do the front multiple times, and it works just fine. But my instructions always say front and back. If you're using an iron, I just want you to know, if you're using an iron, you're going to 4 minutes heat it. 4 minutes over the front, 4 minutes over the back, because you're moving your iron, so it takes a little bit longer. And then this should be good. You do it 2 times. You do it front and back with your heat press, 30 seconds. So easy. If you're using the iron, it should be good after you're finished. No worries, Shirley. I'm late for everything. I always think that I can get more done in less amount of time, and I'm never correct. I'm like, okay, just give me 1 more minute, which turns into 7, and then I'm 7 minutes late going out the door, and then I'm rushing. I'm always trying to get more done than I should. I'm never dilly-dallying. I'm always just trying to work. So yeah, I have this bad habit of being late. All right, so now what I want to do is, and this feels really good. There's nothing tacky. If it feels tacky, you're going to need to heat set it some more. But it feels really good. So I'm going to cut these out, and I'm going to turn off my heat press because I no longer need that. I'm going to grab my fabric scissors, and I have half a notion to cut it out all at once. So let me show you what I'm thinking. If I fold this in half and I cut around it with that fold, when I create my little stuffed thing, it'll work fairly well. Just going to get rid of excess fabric. There we go. Because we're going to kind of create, and I'm actually going to be leaving a rim or like an outline around this. So as I cut out, I may have to go back and clean up that toe area, but it might be all right. Okay, so there is my first one. Look how adorable that is. Now we're gonna do the second one. I'm gonna kind of separate them so it makes it a little bit easier and quicker. And I want to fold it closer to that edge. So I will go ahead and trim that and set it aside. And then just kind of cutting go around. There we go. that should be good. And then let's do this one. This one I think is where I'm going to add some of that. I brought over my felt. I brought over some felt because I thought that would be cute to add like a little fuzzy or fur, like a fur trimmed stocking. Okay, so there we go. Next, we're gonna do our other ones, our camel colored ones. Camel, not camo. Hi, Gloria. How's it going? I think I'm gonna separate these. There we go. Alrighty. I really think the key to this is to kind of keep that edge all the way around to make, you're gonna, now I don't sew. So these are gonna be no sew. They're gonna be no sew stockings. I love my new fabric cutting scissors versus me just using scissors for everything and having them feel dull, you know? These are nice. Turning out so cute. I love it. All right, this one I cannot fold because I made that cut too much. So we're just gonna, I mean, I can fold it, but I can't have it on the fold. We will just do it like this. There. All right, so now we have all of them. You guys, how adorable are they? Like my stockings?
Yeah.
Good night. I love you. Mwah. Go straight to bed. All right, so now we're going to no sew. We're gonna do a no sew with little hot glue. You could use also fabric tape, or you could use, you know, whatever else that you do use. But I'm gonna no sew with a little steady bead of hot glue. And I am going to stuff them a little bit. I don't want them overstuffed. So I got to grab some stuffing. So you could use whatever you want to stuff it. You can use stuffing, cotton. You could use rice. That would make them a little heavier. I've got this little stuffing, and I can use my finger, but I like to use like the end of my like paintbrush to just like tuck it in there, and then we'll go ahead and close the rest of it so that we can stuff the other side. Yeah. And if you're just joining us, we have mystery boxes today, so go ahead and type box in the comments to check those out. All right, so I think this will be enough to kind of open that up, spread this out, and stick it in there. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal it up. Okay. So our first one is done. Little puffy. We're just going to do this with all of them as quickly as we can so that we can get them attached to our little clothesline that we're making. So we'll do half of it, stuff it, and then we'll do the rest. Man alive. Who needs a snack? Go grab a snack. Get yourself a drink. I've managed to forget my own drink. We're going to be here. This is a little bit more involved project than most of mine. That was just a little burn. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Thank you, Bernadette. Okay. Let's get that stuffed in here. But I really think the whole culmination is going to be at the end when I get this on the actual thing that we made. Okay. There we go. Next. See, now we're whipping through or maybe that's just wishful thinking. I need to just grab a whole bunch of this up here. There we go. And zip, zip, zip. Open this up. Stuff it in there. Thanks, Brenda. Thank you. It's a little labor of love, what we're doing here. Stuffing our little stockings. glue stick. There we go. All right, halfway done. 3 down, 3 to go. And these are smaller, so hopefully it goes quicker. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta turn it because you're right-handed. Or when you're left-handed. Oh my gosh, my husband's left-handed. And all the time, I look at him do things and I'm like, you are doing it backwards. But that's because he's left-handed. He cooks backwards. Like he always cooks on the left-hand side of the stove and I always cook on the right hand. Like it's just so weird what you notice. I forgot to stuff that halfway. So hopefully it doesn't matter and I can get this in there all the way. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's get this one closed up. We have 2 more to go. So cute. Now I'm going to stop and stuff it. Stuff the toe. Ooh, I glued it to the mat. It's all right. It's kind of a non-stick mat. It won't really stick. It peels right up. Get that in the toe. There we go. Now, glue the rest of this. I keep hearing, I have one of my diffusers going down here. I keep hearing it. Oh, yes, you certainly may. You could start, you know, if you're a beginner, on my website, I have cute little Try Me kits that are 20% off. And if you're brand new, that is a really, really, really great place to start. Or you can kind of pick and choose what you like, but I'll go ahead and give you this because, oops, where am I going? Yeah, because those Try Me kits are discounted, and so I love to share with everybody where those are located. In the kits section of our website, you can check those out here. That's the link for those Try Me kits. If you have never tried it before, it's a great place to start. A nice, small, easy project to just get used to what you're doing. And then you can like venture off from there. This is different because I only use chalk on the box, which you guys will see. I'll bring it back out here again. And this was ink. So we actually have two mediums, chalk paste, and then ink. Fabric, it's really fabric ink, but if you can heat set it, if you can put it in an oven, you can also ink on it and it will cure, it will set, it will turn permanent in the oven as well. There are just some different, I have great videos about all of this on my YouTube channel. So if you aren't on YouTube, or if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, I do have a playlist called Chalkature Basics. Gives you all of the, like, chalking 101. What do you start with? Like, how do you chalk? Inking 101, fabric inking. Inking number 2 is actually inking on hard surfaces, not fabric. So there are definite instructions that are different for each one of those. I have waxing 101. I have how to use, I know this is silly, but how to use our paste packets the most efficient way. Now, I have some, these are super cute, but I have some little, I just wonder how it would look if I threw a little bit of, I don't know, I'm thinking not. I was gonna try to like add fur to these, but I'm thinking let's just get this assembled because I'm not 100% certain that I will love the look, if you know what I mean. All right, so I've got this like off-white colored twine or jute, whatever. And what I'm going to do is, do I want it tight across there? It's gonna hang. So this will hang a little bit, but I still kind of want it tight. I have 2 of the cutest little wooden ball thumbtacks. So easy. Show you what they are. They look like this. And if I put the tack right through here and then right into this wood, press it down as much as I can with my hand. I probably could tap it in with a hammer if I wanted to. I'm going to make this a little bit tighter. Okay. And I'm going to, some people might sew. I'm not a sewer. I'm going to hot glue. I mean, you could hot glue a tab onto your things, but I'm not sewing anything. All right, so I have my little string. Now I have to figure out hold on, I have a little breach in the hot glue here. Gotta close that up. Eventually, I'll figure out how I want this to work. There. That's what I want. Okay, now I could do a tab, like I could hot glue a tab on there, but that would mean I want it skinny, right? Oh, I could use ribbon, but I don't know that I'll have. Okay, so if I do half of this, wrap it around, close up the tab, and then There you go. I made a little tab. How's that? How's that for trying to be outside of the box? I hadn't planned on doing that, but probably works the best. Just trying not to burn myself. And then you can move them around however you want. Next one. Thank you. Tiny clothespins would be adorable had I had them. Just so you know. I did think of it at the minute that I was doing this. I was like, oh, tiny clothespins would be really cute. But I don't have them at the minute. So, in a pinch, just get a little creative. Think outside the box. What do I really need to do? Burn my fingers, what I need to do. Not true. I don't want to burn my finger. So far, I'm doing well at not burning myself. All right, I need... Okay. Here we go. And clothespins would probably also keep them from like sliding around, but it's okay because I can always tack them in place if that's what I wanted to do. One more. This has like an ugly hangnail. The last one, and then we'll look at that. We'll check it out because I could always add those stars up here. Remember at the beginning of this, if you've been with me the whole time, you remember me saying, I'm leaving it blank, but I can always add in those embellishments if I wanted to. All right, so this is what it looks like. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Melissa. All right, so let me do a quick hold up. Oh, it looks cute just hanging there. We can adjust them. Oh my goodness. So if I wanted the other things that came with this transfer, these cute little like little embellishments thing, like I could do those in the green and or the pesto and the currant jam if I wanted, but I love it. It's exactly the simple old-fashioned look that I wanted. It's so cute. Thank you. Melissa, you could. I have them around here. I literally can't. I just don't know where they are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you guys stuck with me. This was a long project, like an hour and 20 minutes I've been on live. However, it's super cute. I think it's totally worth it. What I love about our double-sided box frames is there is a lip, so I can easily hang this. Like just put a couple things in the wall and you could hang this right on your wall. Or you could set it like on a shelf towards the edge and let this hang over. Or, you know, whatever you want to do, you could do it. And then these easily come off, so you can do the back. Like we could do the back in like a cute little welcome, and then you'll have like a double-sided sign, One is for Christmas, one is not. It does look nostalgic. Yes, that's what I love about it. All right, one last thing before I go. Of course, you can grab your mystery box tonight by typing box in the comments. But if you've ever been curious about becoming a designer like me, a Chalk Couture designer, please type team in the comments and I will send you a little message with some instructions and a link to join my opportunity group so you can check out what chalk is all about. But that's all for tonight. I mean, isn't that enough? Seriously, it was a lot. But these are now perfectly permanent ink. If you ever needed to wash it, you could, but there's stuffing in it, so you probably wouldn't want to. But our ink, just like on my shirt, is washable. This goes in the washer and the dryer, and I have no issues with it. And I've been wearing this since last year. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this fun, long little project. And come back tomorrow. I'll be here again at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I would love for you to check out what I'm doing tomorrow. More fun, creative stuff. All right, you guys, have an amazing rest of your night. And I will chalk with you later. Bye, guys. I know, I'm a goofball.